If you're over 50 and you feel like belly fat has a mind of its own, you're not crazy. You're eating less, you're working out more, and maybe even cutting carbs. But that stubborn fat around your middle won't budge. Now, the worst part, you probably blame yourself. You think it's willpower, it's motivation, or that you're just doing something wrong. But here's the truth. It's not your fault. It's biology, stress, and the way your body changes after menopause. Stay with me, because in this video, I'll show you why your body is fighting fat loss and what you can do about it starting today. So here's what so many women tell me in their 50s and 60s. They would say things like, I've been working out like a crazy person and I'm only getting bigger. Or they would say, I cut carbs and sugar and still my belly keeps growing. Or they say, I'm taking care of my parents, my family, my job. The stress never ends and my body just won't let go of this fat. Does this sound familiar? Now, you might feel that your body betrayed you the day menopause hit. One woman said it happened overnight. She went from 112 pounds to waking up drenched in sweat, gaining fat around her middle, and feeling like her body was killing her. Yep. Another said, I've been working out for years, but out of nowhere the weight gain started. I felt like I was being controlled by food demons. Yeah, these are real women, real struggles. And if that's you, I want you to know you're not alone. Here's the hard truth. What worked in your 30s and 40s doesn't work the same way now. And when you push harder, and with strict dieting and endless cardio or beating yourself up, you actually make the problem worse. So, what's really going on? After menopause, your hormones shift. Estrogen and progesterone drop. And the real issue is that your body starts living in stress mode. Think of it like this. You've got two switches inside of you. One is stress, the fight or flight response, and the other is the recovery switch, the rest and repair, the fat burning mode. Now, during menopause, the stress switch gets stuck in the on position. Cortisol, your main stress hormone, runs the show. And when cortisol is high, your body stores fat right around your belly. That's why women say, I tried jogging for an hour a day and I got bigger. Or they would say, I worked a 12-hour nursing shift, exhausted, and I couldn't lose a pound. Or they would be, I was caring for elderly parents and the stress alone packed on belly fat. The problem isn't a lack of discipline. The problem is your body has forgotten how to flip into recovery mode. And the recovery is where fat loss happens. That's why pushing harder with long workouts, strict diets, and less sleep backfires. It just makes your body cling to fat tighter. But here's the good news. When you learn how to reset your recovery switch, things start to change. Listen to these stories. One woman said, I was jogging for an hour twice a week and I only got bigger. I switched to daily walks instead, and that's when the weight finally started coming off. Did you hear that? Another shared, I cut sugar and carbs, I added more protein, and I lost 40 pounds at 62. I never felt better, she said. A woman in her late 50s, once I reduced stress, the belly fat started disappearing without changing much else. Another one said, I stopped pushing myself with long workouts and instead focused on shorter bursts with full recovery. For years, for the first time in years, I felt like my body was finally on my side. Yep. So these aren't isolated cases. Over and over, women prove that when you stop fighting your body and start working with it, menopause belly fat becomes manageable. And yes, you can absolutely lose it. So let's talk about what you can do starting today. Here are 3 simple shifts that help flip your body out of stress mode into fat burning mode. to recovery mode. First, swap long cardio for shorter, smarter movement. Forget about marathons and the hour-long jogs or the boot camp classes that leave you wiped. Those keep you in stress mode. Instead, focus on brisk daily walks, light strength training, or short bursts of exercise followed by real recovery. Even a 5-minute walk is a win. Second, prioritize recovery like it's part of your workout. Here's the truth. Fat burning happens when you rest, not when you push. That means resting longer between sets, sleeping more, and taking real recovery days. Well, one woman said she didn't lose weight until she stopped training 3 times a week and switched over to once a week with full recovery. You see, you need to play around with these factors. Third, eat in a way that lowers stress hormones. That means building meals around protein and fiber, cutting way back on sugar and ditching processed foods that spike cortisol. Women in their 50s and 60s consistently report the same thing. They would say things like, once I cut sugar and added more protein, the belly fat finally started shrinking. Yep. Now, if you've tried keto, intermittent fasting, or cutting carbs and it hasn't worked, don't panic. It's not about perfection, it's about finding the version that lowers stress for your body. For some, that's a 14-hour fast and daily walking. For others, it's focusing on protein or giving themselves permission to rest. Remember this. Your body is not broken. It just needs to be reminded how to recover. So let's recap. If you've liked this video, by the way, then on screen, probably over here or here, if you'd see another video that would be of big interest to you. Belly fat after menopause is not your fault. Stress hormones, not willpower, are the reason your body holds onto fat. Recovery, not punishment, is where fat loss happens. And if you don't need extreme workouts or starvation diets to see results, well, what you do need is clarity on what's happening in your own body. Now, that's why I put together a free guide called Fuel Your Metabolism, a fat loss guide for midlife women. And inside, you'll learn the exact food swaps that calm cravings fast, how to structure your meals so you're never guessing, and the easiest way to start intermittent fasting without hunger crashes. Click on the link in the description to download your free copy today. You don't have to live in a body that feels stuck, tired, or out of control. You can feel calm again, confident again, at home in your body again. Take the next step. You deserve it.